All right, guys, welcome back. So, what we're kind of doing at this point is, um, we're going to try to do a full podcast every week or so. But because there's so much happening, especially in the NBA right now, we wanted to do like little smaller clips and stuff like that of stuff that's happening in the current basketball, football world, whatever it may be. So the first thing we want to talk about that just happened pretty recently is Kyrie Irving has exercised his $36 million player option, and he will not hit free agency this year. So Kyrie is. It looks like from what the reports are saying is that he wants to stay in Brooklyn, which kind of comes as a surprise to me. Trent, I don't know how you feel about that, but
Kyrie staying in Brooklyn. He, I don't. There is word on the street is that he wanted to stay there to fulfill his promise to KD and his 4 year commitment to the Nets. But I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think this is a cop out because no one wanted to sign and trade for him.
yeah, and it's from what I heard that um the only people that wanted a sign and trade for him was the Lakers, and that they couldn't get a deal done with the Lakers because the Lakers aren't really in a position. They don't have a lot of chips to offer. Like
Correct.
they're not gonna trade AD. They're not gonna trade LeBron, and they've kind of used their first round picks to get AD and get Russ, and so at that point they were offering Russell Westbrook, um, and they can't really find a deal to get it done because Brooklyn doesn't see any value in a Russell Westbrook that's getting old, to give up a
Right.
player like
Plus,
Kyrie,
plus,
regardless whatever he doesn't bring to the table.
you gotta look at it like this. So just a few days before Kyrie was like, you know what, I'll stay in Brooklyn. The Nets were prepared. They were literally trying to prepare for KD and Kyrie leaving, and by that they were not trying to get a superstar. They wanted picks and younger players. They were
Yes.
like, look, if Kyrie and KD aren't committed to us anymore, they don't want to be here. That's fine. Cool. We'll move on, and we just won't go through this again. We will be the Thunder basically, and we are going to just say, all right, whatever. They don't want to be here. That's fine. Goodbye. We'll rebuild. But now that Kyrie is staying, I guess we'll still have to see if one he's like, look, there was no other option. I re-signed here, now trade me, so that way I can go somewhere for 1 year like Kawhi did. He's he was in Toronto for 1 year and left. Maybe
Yeah.
Kyrie wants to do that.
That's got to be the best 1 year trade that's ever happened in the history of the NBA. Because he
Oh yeah,
goes
they
to the
got
Raptors for 1 year, wins him a championship, and then just says goodbye.
yeah, yeah. But like I said, maybe that's something Kyrie want to do. Just hey, look, I'll stay, do this last year, get my money, get my bag, and
And then hit
or
unrestricted free agency.
yeah, or look, I signed because there was no sign and trade. So now trade me anywhere that you can get a deal done. I'll play there for a year and then I'll leave or whatever. But maybe him and Katie are both going to stay and try to make it work. Who knows? We don't know.
Yeah. And the word on KD is kind of we haven't heard much yet. He was
Right.
looking for a trade and he hasn't really formally come out and say that though. So we'll see. We'll keep you guys obviously, like, we're just doing little small clips here and there. So we're gonna keep you guys updated with that, and we'll probably make a clip on that as soon as we hear final word as to what Katie wants to do, and we'll discuss that topic. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you with the next clip.